The air should be full of that. The air should be full of that sound. I mean, it's a gaping hole, isn't it? Look, there they are, landing. Those birds have a right to be here. I just get this surge of joy. I can't describe it in any other way. It's as though they're singing just for me. It's very egocentric, but they just fire out this angelic, beautiful, haunting, mesmerising call, and suddenly this place turns into, it's not a modern landscape anymore, it's an archaic landscape, and it's freed of all the problems and all the issues that we face, and it just becomes a place that's wild and wonderful, and that's just captured by that call. My name's Mary Colwell. I'm a writer and a producer, and I campaign for issues on the natural world. I couldn't, with all honesty, put my hand on my heart and say I've always been fascinated by nature. Birds started to become a thing with me through a boyfriend. The stuff he was telling me, the stories he was telling me about these birds' lives just captivated me. I thought they were the most wondrous, magical creatures that lived these parallel lives to us. The 500-mile walk came to me literally like a bolt out of the blue. I just had this flash that I wanted to walk 500 miles for curlews. Curlews had been really bothering me for quite a long time. I worked in the natural history unit, and lots of information, press releases were coming in all the time, particularly from Ireland at that point, saying how serious the situation was for curlews. You can't know till you go and look. That's the journalist in me. Go and look, go and ask people, go and talk to people, get people to tell you their stories about curlews. From the west of Ireland right the way through to the east coast of England. It put huge amounts of faith back into humanity. I was so inspired by the people I met, and have a meal with them and talk and laugh and realise that life isn't what we always think it is if you only look at the news, that we live in a great country, actually. When I first became interested in curlews, I had no idea it would take me to a meeting with Prince Charles and then a meeting in Downing Street to thrash out what it is that we can do to save curlews. If in 20 years' time I can take my grandchildren or whatever out to a field nearby where I live and we can hear curlews calling, and that won't be unusual, I think we'll have won. I think we'll have just ticked a great big box. But do you know what curlews are like to me? They're like salt and pepper. They add seasoning to a landscape. Otherwise, you know, a mudflat can seem quite grey and green, but when you hear a curlew calling over it, then it just it lights up.